about gesso, I'd like to talk a little bit about canvases. Here in Australia, we have a canvas by Montmart that is really good student canvas, and that's the one that I would normally recommend. But any of that style is going to be okay. Now, the one that I recommend is the deep-edged one. It's got the deep, I think they call it double-edged. That one has a really nice canvas on it. The one that I don't recommend is their skinny one, which is this style of thing. It has an inferior canvas on it that is very open weave, and even with coats on it, they go right through it. And with all our fluid techniques, we end up with holes in our work, which would be a real shame if you've just done a beautiful painting to have it full of holes because of the canvas that you've used. Now, with these canvases, you do need to give them about at least one coat of gesso. Now, what is gesso? Gesso is a thick white paint, and when it's applied, it fills in some of the holes. So you still have the weave showing, but not as much as if it's raw. Now, the more expensive canvases probably don't need any gesso. There are some gorgeous canvases out there, such as linen, and they are really lovely to paint with. But if you're a student and you're doing a whole lot of canvases, there's no need to be buying expensive canvases. So as I said, as long as they've got a coat of gesso on them, they will work really well. So gesso. Gesso, as I said, is a thick white paint. Try to get a good quality gesso. The cheaper ones don't work quite as well. So in my next little video, I'm going to be showing you how to apply it. So I'll see you in a minute. Back again. Now this is just how I apply the gesso. I got Atelier, but as I said, any of the really good brands will work. So, with the application, I will spritz my canvas just a little bit with some water. One palette knife, so it's pretty easy. So, just put out some dabs. Here, another one there, goes quite a long way. Another one there, so get rid of all that. Now, I've got my little roller from the hardware store. They're only about $1 each, these ends, but they are so versatile, I use them all the time. So a little spritz of that as well, just so that it's moist, not really wet. And then we just go about rolling out the gesso. So this is filling in those little holes in the canvas to give you a smoother surface. Over here. Now, one coat is good. Probably once it's dry, 2 coats are even better. So just make sure you get a nice smooth finish. All your lumps gone. Over here, I do like to do the edges. Some people paint their edges different colours, but I always like to continue mine around the edges of my work. Here we go. Around there. One canvas all gessoed. So we could come back and do maybe one more coat and then let it dry, and then you're all ready to go. So, thank you for now. Bye.